Yo, welcome back to the channel. And I got some good news. Like 2019 seemed like it's starting off good. Today I checked my emails. And which I don't never really check my emails. But I got an email from the city of Chicago letting me know that I can start the police academy. When I start the police academy, I start in January. And man, it made me want to tear up because this is something I said I wanted to do since I was 11. Like growing up, from the time I was 5 to the time I was 11, I had multiple. I kept changing what I wanted to do as a career. First, I said I wanted to be a bus driver, then a construction worker, then a tow truck driver. Then I said I wanted to drive semis. But then one day I got interested in police work, and and I don't know if y'all used to watch this show. It's called, used to come on. They still show it from time to time, but they show it every day. It was called World's Wildest Police Videos. And man, like I never forget the two clips that inspired me. Like the first clip was officers chasing this drug dealer, and he was a heavy hitter, so they really wanted him. And he drove and he jumped over the median, over a big ass median, disabled his car. The police officer drove right over that same big ass median right behind him. When the guy jumped out on foot, they was after him hard. And another clip was some deputies that was in Dooley County, Georgia. Like, man, they was chasing this wanted suspect. I think he was a registered sex offender that didn't register, something like that. He drove the car hard. He drove hard to get away, and they drove just as hard behind him. And after he bailed out on foot, they was right on his heels. And I was like, this is what I want to do. I ran in the next room and told my dad, I said, Dad, I want to be a police officer when I grow up. And my dad was always the type, he always supported you on whatever you wanted to do, because he said, you the one that got to live with it at the end of the day. When I told him, Dad, I want to be a police officer, he said, son, be the best police officer you could be. I always used to tell me that every day going to school, every day going to school. Even if he was asleep, he came home from work, even if he went to sleep before I went to school, he woke up before I left out that door and told me, don't get in trouble and do the best you can do. Every day, faithfully. I don't recall a day, even when my daddy went to jail and he called on a Sunday, he used to tell me, do the best you can do. He used to call me. He used to call it, just say that every day faithfully. And, it make me want to tell because this is something I wanted to do. This is something I've been wanting to do since I was a kid, And, like I told my right hand man, I just told him before I started filming this video, bro, you looking at the next Chicago police officer. And he told me, bro, I congratulate you. My partner, he not really the type that, really likes the police due to a lot of the racial profile shootings and stuff like that. But he don't like the racist officers that's on the force. He not against all officers, just against some of the force. But he told me, bro, congratulations, bro. He said, be out here, represent the black community, represent the right way, And, he said, we got another brother that's going to be on the force. He said, man, that's good. He told me, man, congratulations, bro. The first time I took the test was in 2016. I failed the test. I don't even know what I failed on. But then again, when CPD announced they was redoing it, doing some more hiring, I took the test, and on my birthday of 2017, I went and took the test, and I passed it. And I've been waiting since then, to get in, get in that uniform, move up the ranks to detective, that's why I want to be, Like, man, I want to tear up about it. And I feel like, I got an opportunity to get back to the community, get back to the city. The city I was born and raised in, Chicago. Yeah, the city pisses me off sometimes. But man, I can honestly say, yeah, I love Chicago. Yeah, we got our high numbers in shootings, murders, whatnot. But to me, Chicago is my home. And if I can give back, I can. Once I graduate the academy and hit the streets, I'm looking for guns and drugs. Them are two things that's fueling the violence. Gangs, guns, and drugs. Like man, at least the drugs and the guns ain't gonna never stop. So I'm not gonna jump in and say I'm gonna stop it. No, cause you can't never stop that. You cut the head off one snake, another snake gonna pop up. So all the best you can do is try to put a dent in and try to slow it down in some areas. That's what I'm gonna do. That's what I plan on doing. Try slowing it down in areas, especially in the black communities. Man, like I just feel real wonderful now. Like man, I don't know what to say. Like, I know I'm gonna put on my vest every day and do the best I can. And when I take my vest off at the end of the shift, I know I'm gonna be able to say I did my job. I gave it the best I could. I gave it my all. I don't care if I get 10 guns or 1 gun off the street doing that shit. That's a gun that won't injure or kill nobody. Or if I get 1 bag of drugs off the street for an entire shift, that's a bag of drugs that might be deadly, that might kill somebody. I'm looking at that part, because that's the main 2 things that's fueling the black communities. Like man, I want to make an impact. I want to make a dent. I want to help the youngsters out there in the hood. Cause I had a big homie. I had a big homie growing up when I was in high school. He caught me cutting school one day. Him and another big homie, Ant Dog, rest in peace, bro. And they told me, "Look, what you doing out here?" I said, "I'm trying to get some of this money." They told me, "Get that out to school. You better carry your ass back to school." They say, if we don't see you getting off that bus on Central and Bloomingdale at 3:30, we beating your ass. Because you can't be out here in a dummy. And like man, so I'm finna go out here and try to give it my all and help the younger generations out, because a lot of these young generations, they ain't got no type of guidance. So to try to get them a little guidance, I'm gonna try to do that. Because this younger generation ain't got no guidance. But man, I'm real happy about it. Like I am truly happy about it. But I'll catch y'all in the next video. Like, comment, subscribe. I'm finna go back to playing the game and call my wife back.